What's up everyone? In this video I'm gonna present to you my version of the MAZDA Savanna, aka the RX-3 Savanna it's called in Japan, and this is the Liberty Walk edition. If it would at least say San Andreas on top as a sun visor, but sadly we cannot select anything right there. But delivery comes super close. Plus I've picked out pretty much the original color as a hex, added as a crew, and then smacked it onto the car. But before we're gonna get into the details of what I've personally used, let's check what's inside this pumpkin. All right, that seems legit. That seems good. Why not? Then let's wobble over to the next possible location to check this build out. All right, so let's get to it. Yes, I have F1s merged on mine, but let's just get to all the things I've chosen. Normally it is a body kit, but yeah, well, right here you can always put everything the best on it. For the front bumper, I chose 12 from 13, the one with the splitter and primary color. As again, primary color is yellow. You can use basically the normal yellow that is in the game right here. I'm just going to leave the hex code down in the video's description below for you guys, and also the original link of the Liberty Walk. By the way, you can get the Savestra from Legendary Motorsports. It's like around 1 million, but that's where you can buy it if you want to build your own. It also has other cool liveries and stuff for it, so you can do a lot of cool things out of it. Anyway, for the back bumper, I use the removed one. Just go by the number. In this case, it would be 3. If you want to check out everything else, by the way, here you go. I had this one on before, but yeah, on the original one, you kind of in the bottom left, right, you have those, let's just call it holes, and yeah, just put those there. So I don't know, I kind of like it like this more. Here again, by the way, all the other front bumpers that are available, just to satisfy your curiosity. This one's also pretty cool, actually, right here with the hook. Anyway, I used just the regular one with the roll cage. You can also keep it stock if you want. I just felt like adding a roll cage. Everything else, as you can see, yeah, depends what you want to build. Why not? You can add rooftop and this and that. Motor just chose the best, obviously. Muffler, kind of hard. This one looks pretty cool, but basically it has more like the shakotan right here on the bottom right, but much shorter. So this one's a little bit too long. You could basically put this one on there, but it only has one muffler on the bottom right, a shorter version of this one. But yeah, since we don't have that, this one doesn't look right. I don't know, this looks very stock, honestly, actually, right here. A little too huge. So I kind of felt like using this muffler. That's basically up to you what you want to choose. You can also just keep it stock if you wish, or just put on this thing, but I don't know, this thing looks too boxy, too wide for me. So this one is way too long. If it would have been halfway shorter, okay, I would have smacked it on there, even so it's on the left side, but yeah. And dual, well, yeah, it's at the end, it's your build, so you choose what you want to choose. Then for the sides, right here, I've chosen the rounded one, because on the original build, it is pretty round. This one is also kind of cool. If you want to do like a rally build or something like that. And then you've got all these, but these would be a little bit too small, honestly, for the Liberty Walk build. So yeah, this is what I've chosen. Secondary color, by the way, I've just chosen a regular black since I have a crew color already as a prime. For the grill, I've chosen the third one. You can basically kind of keep it stock, but then again, it's kind of hard to see in the light right here. But this one is open, sort of, so yeah, and everything else is like too much chrome. So I thought this one does best to come close, at least a little bit close to the original one. And everything else is like too chrome, or then just have one lights on it. This was also an option basically, but then you miss out on, yeah, two lights, two headlights, and yeah, gross spoiler, not really. And for the hood, I just kept it stock because everything else, like right here, as you can see, it's like carbon, and it doesn't have the vents. For rally build, again, it's pretty cool. Or if you want to do like a wannabe drifter build or something like this, you can also use those. But yeah, I would just keep it stock if I were you. For the horn, I have Patriot horn on here. For the lights, for the front lights, I've used the golden lights. Have it a little bit yellow. You could basically, yeah, put directly yellow, but the gold ones, I don't know, I like those a little bit more. They're not too aggressive, or you can just keep them stock if you wish, but you can also add white lights because normally it's kind of mixed with white and yellow. Neon kits, normally none. I do have a neon kit on mine, just kept it on because the yellow suits the car. Let's just get to the designs. Here, this would be the Savestra without design. And then you have lines, the yellow lines. Then the Savestra. Some liveries, by the way, get messed up if you have that one real wide body kit on there. Then it will go down to the bottom, but you will see yourself when you select it. Then this one, the classic race design, this is the one from the Liberty Walk. It's very, very close to it. Also how the 3 looks, and it is a 3, it's not a different number, and it's all sideways, pretty much like the original one. Here, by the way, the white color is fixed on the spenders, but if you choose a different prime color, then that will change the number 12 and everything else, what you see in this yellowish tone. Then Olympian is pretty nice, why not? It's also pretty cool. It's like the Ludamole right here. Yeah, side skirts, so thingy's like kind of in the way now for a total clear look, but nevertheless, we are here to build, again, the Liberty Walk. Nothing else here. The Estanza looks pretty cool on the side, but like I said, if you have that other white body kit thing on it, the letters will be torn, like extended, and it looks very weird. Anyway, that's all with the liveries. For the Liberty Walk, again, you chose this one. Sadly, this car I've checked doesn't have any hidden liveries. Then for the mirrors, mirrors are sort of like right here, but we should use, normally we would need these only in that position. The stock mirrors and the light mirrors are basically the same. It just depends on what color you choose. The light ones are automatically black. The series one are always in your secondary color. Then the chrome ones, well, yeah, they're chrome. No mirrors, you can also go for no mirrors if you have a real hard decision. If you say like, nah, I don't want those on there since we can't put these on here in that position. You can also choose no mirrors. That was actually a thought that I have, but then again, kind of get used to those. So I just kept these on right here, the classic chrome, the ones, but yeah. License plate, kind of like to use these numbers for definitely Japanese builds because it gives it more like a Japanese type deal of a look, definitely with the Yankee plate on there. So that's pretty awesome. The colors, like I said, for the Prime, I've chosen a crew color. Again, I'm going to leave the hex down below in the description of this video and pin it into the comments. Secondary, I've used the classic black. You can also use the metallic black. It's pretty much turns out the same. And as a pearl, I have nothing chosen. Crew emblem would go onto the side, but not in this case. I don't personally need it. Then spoiler, I've chosen the ducktail spoiler with the bolts in it. Normally it has some bolts right here on the trunk side, basically right here on the inner side of the spoiler, whatever. This one, I don't know, it doesn't feel right, it doesn't look too right, it looks a little bit too big. This one, nah. This one's too small, but at least you have all as well bolts. But this, yeah, I don't think that one looks right as well. And these are huge right here. This one's kind of cool. This spoiler, it gives always the color of also of the livery that you use, basically, kind of. And yeah, so I personally chose this one. I think this one suits the best somehow. If it wouldn't be stanced, yeah, be like this. But I've stanced it all the way down. Why not? Then right here, of course, and turbos, all the best. Then if you're in the agency or right here in the arena, you could add weapons, but then you can't use this car in races anymore if you have weapons on there. Plus, the weapons aren't all that good, so yeah, I just kept them off. And talking about the agency, you can put Imani Tech on there, so a little anti-griefing protection, like I always like to say, a missile lock-on jammer, in other words. So people in their little kitties and their Deluxo and oppressors can't grief you that good. So that's kind of good that you can put on a lock-on jammer right here onto this card. So if you have an agency and if you want, invest that money instead of putting on the weapons, put on the lock-on jammer. But anyway, I have my F1s on here to make it look even wider, and I don't know, I really like it with the F1s on there. I think that was a good decision of mine personally, but yeah, you can kind of use right here the retro steelies. That's pretty much the ones that you want to choose without also any design on it. So that's what I would suggest for your build if you want, or if you don't have a chance to put on F1s or whatever. Benny's wouldn't look right from my personal point of view, but the retro steelies come very, very, very close, so you might want to choose those and then keep the color black. I've chosen the oil pearl. I like it like that a little bit more, but as just mentioned, you can also choose a black color for the wheels, and that's pretty much it. Windows, I would keep them clear. Mine are unclicked and clear, so that's pretty perfect. And I personally like those cars just to drive around in the city, definitely, like the Classic, Sentinel Classic and all that. I personally really, really have fun with those. Yeah, talking about open lobby. Someone was pissed not being able to troll me and shoot me, and I just laughed at him. And then they put a bounty on me for 9K. But why not? Free 9K for me. Thanks. Not the newest car, not an actual JDM car, whatnot, but still cool looking car in those Brazil colors and that yellow and green tone. And that's it for this video. Hope you like this build. Hope you have fun with those small cars as well, like I do. Definitely riding around in the city, it's really, really cool. It's not the fastest, obviously. The retinue or ratatouille car is a little bit faster. It has faster acceleration. The regular ratatouille and the retinue is basically as fast as right here the Savestra, but its acceleration is faster. So yeah, up to you. But remember, this game is also about having fun and just driving around sometimes. So once again, I personally like these cars and have my fun with them. I could make a whole bunch of different builds also with the Mole and the Olympic and all that. Give it like a little old school racing car look, whatnot. And anyway, this is it with this video, guys. I'm out of here. Peace. Oh yeah, and the crew smoke. The fluid tire smoke. Patriot tire smoke. Oh yeah. Oh, maybe the one or another person is interested in how it looks like inside the interior. Very nice, and also right here with the motor and all. So you don't need any dilute them all and go nuts. Just go crazy.